Hi! It's been a while since I've done this. Several years, in fact. Welcome to Need for Speed Underground 2 and to this lovely vehicle that you're seeing on the screen. The Peugeot 206cc. Now you may be wondering, hold on a second, that's not in the original game. But the regular 206 is in the original game. You're absolutely right, this is a mod. It's one of the recently released lore-friendly mods for Need for Speed Underground 2, which adds the convertible version of the Peugeot 206 into the game. As we all know, Underground 2 already includes the Peugeot 206 in the base game. Nice, well done. There's the regular 206, one of the starter cars and one of my favorite cars in Underground 2. It's what kind of got me into the 206, why I like it so much to this day. The 206cc comes from a time in the early 2000s when European cars had these strange metal folding roofs, and also when you could just go out and buy a convertible version of a normal car. And fun fact, this is my mom's favorite car. Let's get into this. What else do you do in a mod video? You customize the shit out of it, of course. Any of the OG subscribers... I just realized my window's open and you can hear the thunderstorm outside. Hold on. Any of the ultra OG subscribers watching this video will probably be happy to hear, or rather not hear, the mechanical blue switches in the background, because I've since replaced my keyboard with something very low profile and very quiet. I use the Logitech MX Pebble now because I've been using a laptop keyboard non-stop for the past 4 years and I just prefer that. Anyway, I sound a bit snarky, I'm sorry. I don't want to come off as snarky. Okay, performance customization is now out of the way. Let's go ahead and see what we can do to the 206cc in terms of visuals. Oh, okay, I was not expecting that. Is it like it's like a concept car sort of thing. I know Peugeot's concept cars in the 2000s used this, frankly, rather scary front end. It looks like a smiling face with a big-ass nose on it. But you know what? I'm actually going to go for that because I have a specific idea about what I want to do with this car. Let's do that. Rims. Yes. No spokes. We've lost spoke privileges. Nothing interesting there. Those are vanilla wheels. There's one idea that I did have, but doesn't fit with the idea that I just got. Sorry about the rusty commentary. I haven't done this in ages. Yes. Okay, good. Thankfully, Underground2.net has some good exhaust pipes that we can really sink our teeth into for this idea that I have. Let's go with that one. I just put the Renegade mirrors on the car out of habit because I would often put those on when I used to play the game as a kid. Yes. Oh, yeah, this car does not... That is hideous. What's going on there? Well, I'm going to keep the license plate, at least. I want something that's going to get rid of those little cabin cooling vents there on the corner, one of the 206's most recognizable traits. I think for this one, yeah, that one. Spoilers, perfect, thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. Doesn't really take advantage of Underground2.net's vast and improved customization, extended customization. So we're gonna see one more time for these rims, and then we can move this along to the rest of the stuff. Actually, I think I prefer the Arashis in this case. I know they're from the base game and stuff, and when there's a mod like that, I tend to gravitate towards what the mod includes, but in this case, I think we can skip that because the Arashis are very fitting of the vibe I'm going for. And for those of you that didn't catch on yet, I'm trying to go for like an early 2000s concept car sort of vibe, concept car, show car. Basically, this art style. What you're seeing on the screen, this sort of thing is very much talked about in the media nowadays, but my dumbass forgot the name of this art style, so I put it on the screen. But these colors aren't particularly doing it for me. Except maybe that, but we'll come back to it. Like that. And because it's the early 2000s, let's give it chrome rims. Why not? Blue brake calipers. Almost done. There's one more thing we need to do. Wrong color. Not the sponsors. And not the debug. They're not showing up on the car anyway. Unique. Maybe this will have something for us. No, it doesn't. We checked the contest? Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Art Factory, that's the one we didn't check. Which one is it gonna be, soldier? Yeah, fuck it, that one. Now this car could be used in an advertisement for dial-up internet in the early 2000s or something. Let's go for the Amobi gauges, which don't have all their colors, so I'm gonna set them to white and orange, because that's the color of the gauges in a real 206. Going straight for, what's that, electric blue? Yes, electric blue. Gotta have some NAS in here as well. A 10-pound bottle, yes. Or 4-point-something kilograms. I use the metric system, so gotta do the conversion. And we gotta have that PS2 for good measure. Okay, we're done. And we have something that's straight out of a sneaker commercial from the early 2000s. Or, as I said, a dial-up internet commercial. You know what? I really dig this. Oh, right, license plates. Forgot. You have anything here?
Drifting!
Craig Sullivan, let's go. Okay, folks, we are officially done customizing this 206cc. And I think this is lovely. I love this little aesthetic we have going on. But we cannot drive it just yet, because we need a control group, so to say. Please give me a few minutes while I put together a regular 206, and we can compare their performance to the best of my driving ability. Okay, 3, 2, 1. My sponsor decals did not install properly, so let's see if we can find something that works with the 206. DC Sports should do it. In case you couldn't tell, by the way, I'm going for sort of a track rat sort of design, like a track day 206 type of thing, because it's only the control group. It doesn't need to look as pretty as the other one. Yeah, we're done with that. I'm just going to throw on some dark window tint. Maybe we can do invent a little bit of lore for this 206. It's like the Blackbird, the 964 Porsche from the One Gun Midnight, but it's a 206. Okay, let's pick a track quickly. Something technical, something with a lot of corners. No, that doesn't have enough corners. Yeah, let's do that. Bayview Plaza. Opponents. Yeah, just 2. That'll be fine. And let's start with the Control 206, set a time, and see if the CC can hold up to it. I also don't play this game very often, so please excuse the terrible driving. I missed that sound of the 206. I haven't told this story to enough people, but one time I saw a 206 GTI or possibly RC pulling away from the traffic light, and it sounded exactly like this, and I'm not exaggerating, like literally exactly like this. I don't know if Underground2.net messes around with the handling of Underground 2, but the nimbleness and the agility of the 206 is excellent. I think one of the AI drivers got confused and started heading the wrong way. Did you see? Shit. Sorry. Whoops. Ooh. Okay. That was not a full-on crash. Whoa. Yeah. Front-wheel drive power slides. Let's go. We're almost to the finish line, folks. Understeer. Ah. Okay. And that's a 136.29. Beat 2 R34s by 10 and 20 seconds, respectively. Whew. Imagine if that happened in real life. Anyway, 136.29 to beat for the CC. Let's do this. Oh, it looks good, though. And we're racing against another 206cc. Appropriate. And away we go. Ooh, it feels a little bit less agile and nippy than the regular 206. Which is odd, because I thought they would use similar or identical performance data. I didn't check the download page of the mod. I took this shortcut last time, it's only fair. Less of a fuck up on that corner. Bigger fuck up right after the... No, that's not fair. We gotta try again. What's wrong with that guy? Why is he doing that? An animation bug of some kind, clearly. That was funny. He was jittering. Look at this car, it's so cool, I'm jittering. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite as peppy as the regular 206, quite as nippy. I do know that the 206cc is a little bit heavier than the regular car because of, you know, the folding metal roof and the additional structural rigidity stuff they had to do, but I didn't think the difference would be this major. Especially not in Need for Speed Underground 2, that's not a simulator. But we'll roll with it. I'm very proud of how we made this thing look, by the way. Yes, even though you're not here with me, I'm including you. Because I like you. Clean section. Trying to avoid using the NOS as much as possible, but we'll stomp on it eventually. Watch out for the fire truck. Boom. Oops. It's a black box era Need for Speed game. You gotta wall ride just a little bit. Boy, was I wrong. 1:32.24. We beat the regular 206 by like 4 seconds. Okay, I stand corrected. So there you go. That was a little bit of a scientific test. All joking aside, this is a great little mod, and I heavily encourage all of you to go download it from the link in the... Thanks, stupid right click. I encourage every single one of you to download this mod from the link in the description and check it out for yourself. And that's going to be about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the main channel if you're interested in cars, link in the description. And follow me on Bluesky, also link in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.